just kind of, it goes along with accountability or with basically being just a good team player. And this, again, dips into my hometown, Kansas City. I'm super proud of being from here. Love the town and everything. And there is a guy who is Mizzou alum who I also went to Mizzou as well. And so I've been a fan of Drew Locks for a long time. And it's really cool to see people from your hometown on the big stage, right? And so there was a game, again, if you're not a sports person, I kind of apologize because I hope I'm not just overloading you with all this sports stuff. I'm not a huge sports guy either, but I feel like all these clips kind of play well together. But this was a couple weeks ago, and Drew Lock came out of Mizzou, went to play for the Denver Broncos, got traded up to the Seattle Seahawks, and he plays there now, and he's the backup quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks they're like 7-7 when this happens. So the Seahawks are just kind of a mid-tier team this year. They're not great. They're not terrible. They're mid-tier. And they were playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who at this point, the Eagles have been on kind of a losing streak because we're getting into, like I said, we're nearing the last week of the season. But up until this point, this was like the very beginning of the Eagles' losing streak. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl last year, lost to the Chiefs, and they've kind of struggled this year a little bit too. But Drew Lock got the chance, got called up. He was the backup quarterback, got called up, ended up starting against the Philadelphia Eagles, who are the best team in the league. And this is a long clip. It's about 2.5 minutes long. The audio is not great, so I'm going to do my best to kind of pump it up so you can hear it a little bit. But this is Drew's interview after the game, and I loved it so much. And this is a few weeks old, so you've probably already heard it. If you haven't, then it's a great thing to listen to. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see this. How do I do this? Right here, right there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and play this. Check this out. This is Drew's post-game interview after they beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Straight this game-winning drive tonight.
Oh, amazing won't do it justice. Amazing won't do it justice, but amazing also doesn't do justice. What the O-line, what DK did on that catch, what the receivers did, what Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet did all game long, the tight ends, man. It takes a special group to rally around a guy that is coming into his second game of the year, right? Used to the same thing all year long, same cadence, same spin of the ball, everything. A team like that, not just the offense, the defense to rally around me tonight, man, that was amazing.
I hear some emotion in your voice.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I'm just blessed. Blessed with a great group of guys, a great city, great coaching staff. It's awesome. It's a wow.
Drew, when did you even know you were going to be playing tonight?
Oh, there's a long story going in that one. But I kept the mentality that I was going to play, regardless of what was going on, how people were looking and whatnot. I was just like, you're going to go out there and play, so just be ready to play. Found out when we got here that I was going to get the nod and roll the dice, baby. Let's go.
Take us back to the touchdown pass to Jackson. Just what was the play call? Take me through.
Yeah. I mean, I'll remember that play call for the rest of my life, but we're breaking the huddle. I knew Jax had the one-on-one. Good reminder from Shane in the headset. I said, hey, Jax, you're one-on-one. I'm throwing you this pill. Sure enough. Gave us a one-on-one look. Corner was soft. Jax hit him with some speed. Back pylon, back box throw. Came down with it.
Again, Drew, we can see the emotion on your face. We can hear it in your voice. Can you just describe what you're feeling in your heart right now?
Yeah. It's so hard. It's so hard to describe the feeling of, not playing for so long, or at least what feels like a really long time to me. And then you sit there, you watch games, you wonder, can I do this still? I haven't been out there on the field. That's the human nature of it. You get back out there last week, and I'm like, you know what? I'm the man still. I can go do this. But then you got another test this week where I didn't know if I was going to play or not. Sure enough, I ended up playing. We're playing the Eagles tonight. And the boys around me rallied tonight. And it just, gosh, it feels so good. It feels so good. I'm so proud of everybody today.
Congratulations to you. We're all happy for you. Congrats. Happy holidays.
Drew Lock came over in the Russell Wilson.
So there you go. I know that clip was a little bit long, but again, big win for the team that night. Huge win for the team that night. What did you hear there? Oh, everybody, the guys around me rallied. Not just the offense, but the defense. You heard a lot of humanity in that clip. This is a kid that's used to winning, right? I was talking to my father-in-law. We were watching some of the college playoff games or some of the college bowl games last weekend. And I can't remember which game it was, but I was sitting there and I was like, what's crazy to me, and I think about this every time I watch Division I football, is every single kid on that field, every single player on that field, and these are, I say kids, they're men, right? They're 20, some of them are 25 years old, some of them are 18 years old, but they're men. Every single player on that field is the biggest stud from their hometown. Like, you don't get to Division I football without being the biggest stud from your hometown. Drew Lock was that kid. He got to go, he was the stud quarterback at Lee Summit, went to Mizzou. I mean, again, just like fantasy, like this is like dream stuff, right? When you're a kid, you're growing up in Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm going to go to Mizzou and play quarterback. Yeah, right, sure. He does it, right? And then he goes to the NFL. I mean, you were talking about I don't even know what, like the 0.01% of people. This guy is used to winning his whole life. And you just heard somebody talk about the self-doubt he had. He's 28 years old, 30 years old, 31 years old, maybe 30, early 30s, late 20s. He's won his whole life. And he's been, obviously he's dealt with losses his entire life as well. But he's not used to, at the end of the day, he ends up on top. Why does he end up on top? Because he takes accountability for his actions. Because he's the guy who, even when he's not the guy, when he's the backup guy, in his mind, he's always ready to get in there and play. These are the people you want on your team. These are the people you want leading your team. These are the people that you want to follow if they're on your team, if they're in your organization. If you're new, if you're not the business owner, if you're new at someplace, find the Drew Lock, find the Patrick Mahomes. Those are the guys. Those are the people that you want to follow. People that know how to win and people that know how to take accountability when they lose, whether it's their fault or not. And if you can figure out how to do that, you're going to be so much better off in life.